Gonna do a video today to show you how to upgrade some of the interior lights on your Range Rover Sport L494. So Land Rover have done a really good job and they've updated most of the lights on the interior of the L494 to LED. But there's a couple of areas what we've spotted aren't quite as good. So do you want to open that rear door, Tyler? Well, you think everything's good and LED and white, but if you actually look underneath the door card there, they've gone cheap. Well, on our car they haven't. I think they have on all of them, to be honest. And they've left the old incandescent bulbs in there. And as you can see, the light is a bit yellow and it reflects on the ground. You can see the reflection and it's not nice and white. And we don't like old technology, do we, Tyler? We want LED. Right, so we are going to show you how to upgrade those modules. Right, the other thing that we've noticed, to be honest, that is the only modules on the car that are non-LED. Right, that's right, isn't it? Yes, we even checked the vanity mirrors, didn't we? So let's just have a little look in. And we've checked the glove box. The glove box has got LED. We even checked that. I didn't even know we had a driver's vanity mirror. Right, and we slide that open. Look at those, they're all LED. So they've really done a good job, and you've got all your LEDs up in here. One little thing I'll mention, I've already done this video, but if you press and hold here too long, so if you're doing any of these upgrades and all your interior lights stop working, if you press and hold here, it will disable your interior lights, and you'll get a little message here. So if I press and hold here, you wait on the dash. Right, it flashes and it says interior lights are off. So if you've got any problems with your interior lights, that's the first thing to check. And if you press it again and hold it, the light will flash up there. And then on the message, it will say on auto. So it just toggles between auto and off. There's no other way. So we've got all our lights on auto. Right, the other lights we've got that so the lights, these are the footwell lights. Now they're white, they're not that bright, and we wanted to upgrade them to blue. So we are not upgrading these ones here because of the fact they're LED, although they're quite faint. We are upgrading them because we want blue. Now it's interesting that if you do the whole color change thing, so if you turn your ignition on, oh, I need my key. Where's the key? It didn't like it couldn't see my key. So I'm not going to start the car. There we go, so it's just going to power up. There you go, press the screen to continue. Right, and if you scroll along here, you can change the colours. You've got this ambient lighting setting, and I've done a video on this before. And you can change it, but it only sort of really seems to change the lights in here. Now, I did recently find at the Auto Mechanica show a company that are doing some lights on the inside of these, so I'm going to order those, so keep an eye out for those. We've got some, and you can change the colour to red, for example, red, but it doesn't change the colour of the footwell lights. So what we are going to do is we're going to change our colour to blue. Okay, there, and you can see it's all blue. It hasn't changed the colour of the footwell lights. We're going to fit blue footwell lights, and we're going to fit blue door lights to the bottom. Right, there is one other thing we're going to do in this video. Everyone's waiting to get started. Right, we're going to upgrade the lights in the rear tailgate. So I don't know if you've ever noticed this, but the luggage area is pretty dark in the Range Rover L405, or at least it would be had we not upgraded. So you've got one luggage light here, okay, and that's actually not too bad. But what you've got in the tailgate, if I can lie back this far, whoa, you can see you've got two lights here. So you've got this LED one here, which you can see is giving my camera a nightmare, which is the one we've upgraded. So we're going to show you how to upgrade those lights. And then if I just film the boot, if we cover both lights there, you cover that one, Tyler, with your hand, you'll see that's how dark it is. Now, if I let my light go, it hasn't made the boot any lighter. Let your one go, Tyler. There you go, and you can see how much lighter that makes it. So we're going to show you how to upgrade that. Right, so what we have put a kit together, and we'll get this on the website. We'll get Ben to, oh, it's reflecting off that table. So Tyler's drawn a car on the front here, you can see. So you will get two lights here, which are going to have blue ones to go in your footwells. Then you've got these blue lights that we're going to put in the bottoms of the doors. So these are complete replacement modules, LED, as are these. And then we're going to put the 2 white lights. We thought blue in the boot. We weren't doing that, were we, Tyler? That was no. Bit too much. Just a line crossed. Yes. Right. One other little. So that's the kit we're going to put together. We will do an all white kit, and we will do a hybrid kit with blue in the doors and the footwells, but white in the boot. Right. Now, why are the modules we've got better? So this is the standard. If you break open the little glass lens here, this is the circuit board that is inside the Land Rover one. Now you'll see if you compare it to ours, we've got the same circuit board, but we've absolutely covered it in LED. So we've got much more. That didn't sound right. We've got many more LEDs in than the conventional one, which is why it is brighter. But we've got it all in the same housing. Right, Tyler's going to do this. Grab your little chiseler, Tyler. So, how do we change these lights then? So, piece of chips, piece of cake, right. So he's looking bright now. So it sits in a little plastic frame. If I cover the light, you can see. So we've got to get a little wedge in between the plastic frame and the cover. So Tyler's got a little chiseler tools, little plastic.
You're not really going to get it on camera.
I'm not going to get it on camera,
but the way they're fitted, the clips, you can tell there's 2 little tiny plastic bits.
Let me have a look on that one you got in your hand. I reckon we might get it. So if you look at one end, ooh, where's he gone? Right. So yeah, at the end, can you see the 2 little, point them out, Tyler, because I'm running out of hands. That's it. You see that that end, it's got 2, and then, but at the other end, you don't see that. It's just one model. So if you see those, you need to be levering that end, because you can see there, it's got a spring on the back here. That end you're not going to get out because of the connector. So we need to just get in there and pull against that. So can you...
Our light happens to be on the left.
On the left, but may or may not be. I'm going to just cover the light just to try and make it a bit easier to see without getting in the way, hopefully. So you just... There you go, and that's pulled down that. Now, the good thing about these being LEDs, they're not hot. So on the back there, you've got a little connector you can press. There's a little tab on the back of the connector that Tyler can press, and that should release that. I'm just pointing the light away from me now. Right, there you go. And so, right, so that's the original. Just show me the new one next to it. And that's the new one. So you can see the body's the same. It's just the circuit board inside we've changed. So there you go. Right, so let's refit that. Whoa. How's your retinas?
Dead.
Dead. Whoa. Right then, I feel like a little mogwai now. There we go. So that's just pushed in, and now hopefully we can see that the boot area's much better. But they don't dazzle you because they're up sort of behind your head more. I think upgrading that one, we will put singles on the website, but I think we did try it in there, didn't we, Tyler? And we thought it was, because of the angle of it, it shines. It needs a shroud over it if you're going to upgrade that one.
Shines into your eyes.
Yeah, dazzles. Right, good. That's half the job done. Right then, doors. Which door are you going to start on the front door? Give me a bit more room. Right, so as we can see, right, we're all going to have to get on the floor here and have a look. We should have put the car in raised suspension mode, Tyler. Right.
It's too late now.
It's too late now. We're on the floor. Right, let's have a look. Right, so there's the light unit there, and you'll see it when it comes out. We've had a play about. They're quite tight in these door cards, but the best way we found is to go in the centre, and you can. It's quite thin, the lens at the front, and you can get in behind it. So let's have a go, Tyler. Get in with that little plastic tool. There you go. But you can see you can come in, but this has got the conventional bulb on it now. So what we've got to do is point the camera in the right place. We've got to just pull that out. So can you just give a show of how to get that out? I've got your fingers in the way, but you just give it a sharp pull, Tyler. I don't think there's no tabs. Be careful you don't lose the connector up inside the door card. You should be alright. Right, and let's put the new one on. It only goes on one way. Oh, there's some blueness going on. Whoa!
Oh no!
Oh no! Right then. Yeah, and it gets sort of tight at the back, but that's the only way you can. You've got to get that back corner in. Yeah, because you sort of got to get it in square. You don't want to. But yeah, that should go. It might need a bit of a shove in that top corner, just because of the height of that top.
Very tight.
It is very tight. Well, have a go. Alright, hold on, let's have a look. So although the two modules appear identical in size, it's a lot harder to get this module in. And I think the reason is this one will actually flex because it's not braced across the top here. So this module, if I hold it against the door there, you can see and so it's much easier. This one's got this sort of bridge across where it's got the circuit board in, and it's, so you probably hear in the background, Tyler's had to get a little file, so you may have to just put a little file just on the edge of your door card. Obviously no one's going to see it and it's covered by the light, just to give you a bit more room to snap that in. We may just be unlucky, maybe the way the door cards are trimmed, right, but we'll give that a quick file and then give that a go. So yeah, that should now click in, and you should hear it click once you've got it over that first bit. Push that back edge in. So there we go, so there's the upgrade done, that's all clicked in, but that is tight. We'll have a look at the other doors and we'll let you know if they were the same. And then what we'll do is we'll go and turn the lights out in the warehouse. Right, the final light we're going to upgrade is this footwell light. Oh, let me zoom out a bit to show you where we are. Tyler's glamorously lying across the seats here so that he doesn't get in the way. And that's the current light there. So what's the trick with this one, Tyler? Same thing. So these are the same as the modules in the boot, actually, aren't they?
Yes, exactly the same.
The squarer modules. So go on then, get your little plastic chisel, can you?
I already know which side.
We took this out, we're pretending we're looking good. So it's the side towards the centre console there. Get that out there. Right, and then pull that. There's a little connector pushy thing, isn't there? Yeah, on the back, I think. Yeah, on the back. Yeah. Push that in. Right, and get the new one. Check he plugs in. If he doesn't plug in, he might be the right way, wrong way around. Check the pit. Oh, yeah, much blueness.
A little bit blue.
Yeah. Tuck that wire back in. Get that tail end in. And there we go, and that's the module. So we'll change that. So that's everything changed now. Wow, that is blue. So we'll turn the lights off and hopefully come back and give you a little show around. Okay, so we turn the warehouse lights off. Right, so if you want to unlock the car, Tyler, we'll see the lights come on inside. You see the blue coming on, and then when we open, obviously we've got the projected light here with the logo of the Range Rover Sport that comes off the mirror. And then if we open the door, we should see the blue light there from the interior matching with the interior blue light. And obviously we've got our blue theme here, you can see under there. So that all looks good. Right, let's have a look at the back door. Obviously it'll be the same sort of effect. There we go, look at that. And then do you want to demo the rear tailgate? We can see the tailgate, and we can now clearly see all the boot space. One thing I actually wanted to show you, if you just close the tailgate, Tyler, and lock the car, with some LEDs, when you turn them off, the original car LEDs fade, and they don't just go off. Some of the cheaper LEDs, they start blinking it under the fading electronic cycle. But let's lock the car, Tyler, and see if these... So you can see those fade like the original ones. So there we go. Good luck with your LED light upgrades on your Range Rover Sport.